We have Matt Levitt, the CEO and founder of Tahoe Blue Vodka, in studio as promised. Hi, Matt.
Hey, Rob.
So we, by the way, at 9 o'clock on RADTV during the next break, we're going to do the shoe cam hosted by Queenie and me. You will see that I am sporting, unlike Matt, all of the Tahoe Blue gear. This is the second time we've had Matt as a guest, and he doesn't wear any Tahoe Blue stuff, but I wear my sweatshirt. And today I have my special Tahoe Blue shoes that you'll see on the shoe cam as well.
Yeah, and my outfit today is inspired by an 80s pop star. Try to find out who.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a real tough one.
It seems so shameless to wear my own branded gear.
It's like wearing the shirt to the concert.
Exactly.
You're going to
Right.
You're that guy.
Yeah.
You would be that guy.
Hats,
but yeah,
right?
but he did bring.
Not too shameless.
He did bring hats.
Oh, we get those?
For the Rad.
Thank you.
But these are very special hats.
That's right. They were like a single run. They were for our distributor for an event at the Kings Stadium. We're a proud partner of the Sacramento Kings, and they're throwback Kings color co-branded Tahoe Blue Vodka hat. And I brought 5 of them, but Rob said he gets all 5.
No. I said I get 1, and the other 4 go on eBay.
No.
So they have the Sac Kings logo, but they also have Tahoe Blue Vodka on the side as well. Those are
That's
really
very
cool.
cool.
I'm a Kings fan.
Good. Well,
She actually is a Kings fan.
Yeah,
excellent.
I don't think she's ever seen a game, but she's a fan.
I like anything that's in Sacramento.
and blue.
And blue.
We have the
Win-win.
we have the Tahoe Blue Vodka Jingle contest underway for $1,000. We've been playing a bunch of the various versions, and every time we do, we say, well, we don't know who the judges are. We're just giving our opinions, and we're getting all sorts of different things. We thought, well, let's have Matt come on and maybe give an idea of what were you thinking when we came up with this? What were you hoping to get? What were you, because we've got songs, we've got full 30-second songs.
Good.
We've got songs that are really bad.
Yeah.
And then you've got stingers and the little quick ones that we put at the, did you have a vision in mind of what this might become?
And some full-on commercials in there too,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like non-jingle with the whole story with the narrator and the two.
Yeah.
Like I have to tell you, I didn't know what to expect. What we thought was something like the first few weeks of American Idol, right?
Yeah.
But it's been so much more and so much better. We've got so many submissions. It's really exciting. I think we've got over 100, and then a bunch more that have been disqualified for not following the rules.
Yeah. Again, and we keep reminding you, you go to radradio.com, and we've got all the rules there, but you have to very specifically send in your entries to a certain email address in a certain way and give us certain information. And if you don't, we never get them. They just go into the trash bin. So if you've sent one in, you might want to go back and check if you haven't heard it played or ridiculed on there.
Specifically ridiculed.
Would it be fair to say, Matt, that when you started this, it was 50-50 or more, that while you might pick a winner, we would pick a winner, obviously, somebody's going to win $1,000, that it might never get used?
I thought, first of all, that the choosing process was going to be easy. We weren't expecting hundreds of submissions, right?
Oh,
and
that's
then
great then.
Rob floated this idea at one point. We were talking about maybe like a 5-point system, but there's so many that we now know that we need a much broader scale. And no, I thought it was unlikely we were going to find something that we actually wanted to use regularly, but now there's so many good ones
There
that
are.
the judging has got increasingly complex.
By the way, before we get into the judging, Rodney wrote in and said, hello, Matt. First, I want to say Tahoe Blue Vodka is the best vodka I've ever had. Everyone I've given it to is blown away. When can we see this in Wisconsin?
Oh.
We've got our hands full with California and Nevada right now, and then Arizona, Hawaii. After that, Wisconsin is 2026 maybe.
We did have we had
amazing, though.
the guy who wrote in a few weeks ago that I texted you about, who's headed to Hawaii and wanted to know about getting Tahoe Blue, and I wanted to know where you were in the process. We're hoping for Hawaii. Is it 2023?
Yeah, the next year.
Yeah, as the expansion just continues, and this is a second lifelong project for you.
That's right.
As you continue to grow this amazing vodka of yours.
Correct. Only 10, 15 years left on that, probably.
And you've been in it. You've been doing it for how long?
About 10 years.
By the way, Scott wrote in and said, Matt, what were you thinking with this jingle contest? See, it's a very polarizing thing. It's a lot of people
It's fun.
overwhelmingly love it, and the ones that hate it, just want Dawn and I to retire.
I think Rob said something along the lines of, Matt, what were you thinking? The other day as he was suffering through like a series of the singer-songwriter, acoustic
I
guitar.
mean, how do you think that sounds good?
Those are
The ones that are really bad?
Well, good
Like
for
you
them
either
for-
think it does or you have people in your life that lie to you.
Good for them for putting themselves out there.
That's right.
Brandon?
That's right.
So, do you want to reveal, or have you decided? Because we keep saying, who's gonna do the judging?
Well, I would like to nominate you, Rob, since, it's your show and you're the boss. And secondly, I'd like to nominate Brandon because he's got this musical ear.
Yeah.
And he understands melody and harmony and then how this stuff's all recorded. And so I've already been asking him some questions about how did they do this, and he's got all the answers. So I think it should be the three of us.
Okay. So that changes the dynamic in a variety of ways. One, now some of the feedback that you get from the show really does matter.
Yep.
Because what we've been saying all along is we don't know, because now we're going to be part of the room, or with the 3-person room. Secondly, it lets Queenie, Kyle, and Dawn lobby Brandon and me.
Yeah.
You try to convince us
Yeah,
the ones you like and why.
It also outlines the fact that Matt doesn't like our opinions.
No, I think. I think
You know, I
Queenie,
play bass guitar in an all-girl band.
Yeah, and I go to nightclubs constantly, and I've recovered from a drinking problem.
Oh, good.
I know all about alcohol.
And advertising. I think the rest of the cast should lobby Rob and Brandon for input, for influence. I think you guys should be heard. I think you should hammer away, especially on Rob, with your opinions.
So we wanted to go back and play some that we were wondering what your opinion, or if you had some thoughts on them. We've got a few new ones down the road. Now, the one of them that I've been obsessed with, and I've said this in the beginning, not in a way of I'm thinking that she's necessarily a contender, but Clarissa and her range has been because she's the one that, first of all, she had this like 70s sounding jingle.
70s.
Blue Vodka tastes better. Tahoe Blue Vodka tastes better.
This is like the 50s.
Okay, I get
Drinking a
70s.
soda pop.
I think of the 70s. I'm with Brandon. It's that "Let's All Go to the Lobby" song, which debuted in the 70s at movie theaters. But then she had the one that somebody said sounds like Laverne and Shirley are dancing around drunk.
Tahoe Blue Vodka, you're making me want ya. Tahoe Blue Vodka, it's true, I choose blue. Tahoe Blue Vodka, you're rocking my socks off. Tahoe Blue Vodka tastes better.
This one, when I woke up out of my bed this morning, the alarm went off, was in my head all the way through the shower and everything, and I don't know why. It just popped in there.
Any thoughts on those two?
I think that you wake up thinking about it, or it like creeps into your dreams. Notice I said use the word creep there,
Yeah.
because the stinger,
'Cause
which
the next
I
one,
bet is
yeah.
coming out,
Yep.
is kind of creepy.
Yeah.
But memorable. She's super talented. I think here's where Brandon should throw in his 2 cents on quality of production in the musical aspect of it. But I think they're really good.
I mean, Brandon, you and I were both we were both drawn to her from the beginning, but I don't think we've given her much serious consideration.
No, I think she's really onto something. Her creativity and the production value is top notch. But there's something that I think she's missing the mark a little bit on the marketing angle. But she's really good. I really enjoy her voice.
And do you, Matt? Are you thinking like? Do you have an opinion on the full songs versus like how long they need to be? Like when you envision the. By the way, I'm still the spokesperson, right? You're not.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like,
You're the guy.
do you envision? Do you care if I'm doing 40 seconds and there's a 20-second song? Because that seems so long to me. Or you're just gonna have to use one of the full songs as a commercial, or have you thought of that far through yet?
Well, I think that question's a great time to segue into how are we rating these spots, right? These commercials. So, originality, creativity, general appeal that equals how would it actually work as a commercial. So some of them are really good, but maybe not usable
That's
as a
where
commercial, right?
Clarissa goes way down on that one.
Yes.
Yeah,
Right? Okay.
Yeah, because it almost sounds like it's a little too like toy box keyboard quality.
I like her, and like the more you hear her, but she doesn't sound like a commercial for Tahoe Blue.
So she
like,
did.
I think she's great for something else.
She did change it up. Matt just alluded to it. She did send in the stinger. That was the last one we heard.
Tahoe Blue Vodka tastes better.
It's a scary movie. Yeah.
Exorcist.
The power of Christ
Yes.
compels
Exactly.
you.
Yes, Exorcist
Like
vibes.
I want to hear her do other things for
Right.
other scary products or something. I
That
don't
actually
know.
was my
Haunted
favorite.
House.
That was your
Her-
favorite?
Yes.
Yeah,
And
honestly.
unusable probably, unless we want to put.
Oh,
a
I
spot
love it.
Like in the scary movie.
You could use it for like now Halloween.
Halloween, yeah,
commercial.
it's so haunting. I want Brandon and her to come up with like the rest of it. Like I want, what would the rest of it sound like? If
No,
it was a
that'd be fun.
full.
Remember, you can submit a different jingle every single day. Those are the rules, only one. And she's actually sent in one more that none of us have heard yet.
Tahoe Blue Vodka tastes better.
Yeah.
You're going the wrong way.
She went, and literally, she not only went all the way back by decades, but it's also just like,
Tahoe Blue Vodka tastes better.
Do you know what? She's a companion to Tahoe Blue Vodka. Like that's a Coca-Cola commercial, right? You can have Coca-Cola with your vodka.
so Brando, we were talking about this last night with Matt while we were having a happy hour. Is this where she's doing that thing where she's layering her voice over her voice over her voice?
Yeah, she's obviously gotten her own voice to harmonize with herself, and I don't know what that tuba thing is at the end, but that just doesn't fit.
I didn't hear it too.
Tahoe Blue Vodka tastes better.
Yeah.
What I do love about her is she's not doing the typical "I have to be a sexy woman" thing.
For originality, A+.
Yeah, absolutely.
absolutely.
No
At this
doubt.
point,
Just not Tahoe Blue.
Tahoe Blue Vodka tastes better.
Oh man, girl.
See, now that you pointed out the tuba or whatever
that's all
that
you can
is,
hear.
So random.
that is all that you notice.
Tahoe Blue Vodka tastes better.
All right, we got this email this morning, actually, from Katie.
Hi, Katie.
She said, "Hello, Rad family. What happened to Andrew's submission? I haven't heard it lately." This was one that very early on we liked. I don't think we ever stopped liking it.
Man, what is this? Go get
Oh,
that
yeah.
Tahoe Blue. Stop messing around. Need something smooth to sip, flowing cool and crisp. Get the party started, it'll move your hips. Time to groove a bit, cause the truth is this. If it ain't the blue, I want nothing to do with it. Whatever the vibe and no matter the weather, Tahoe Blue Vodka tastes better. Tahoe Blue Vodka tastes better.
What do you think?
I think that one's really good.
You,
Yeah,
you
it's
really
good.
like that one,
Yeah,
don't you?
yeah, it's one of my favorites.
It's a really good one.
It's
really good.
It's like it's hard to say before we do scoring, which we're not going to do until November 18th when
Right.
all the submissions are in. But it feels like it's in the top 5-ish.
Yeah, I think that it can go one of two ways. You can use all of the rapping and the lyrics leading up to the end where he says Tahoe Blue Vodka tastes better. You can leave all that in and use that as a spot, but you can also take that out, have it just a straight music bed, and then have him say the Tahoe Blue Vodka tastes better at the end.
I just think it's so mass appeal as well. You do so many things with it.
By the way, just
commercial-wise.
got an email from Brian that says, "I'm a huge mule fan, and I will never drink another mule unless it has Tahoe Blue. It is so damn good."
Oh, nice.
This goes to the commercial break before we actually started going through some of the Tahoe Blue Vodka jingle submissions with Matt as he was getting ready, and we were talking about Halloween candy earlier. Rashida says, "I love sugar daddies. It's like someone couldn't decide if they wanted to make hard or soft caramel. When I was about 6-ish, I lost a tooth trying to eat one."
Right.
Yeah, everybody almost lost a tooth trying to eat
Exactly.
one.
Good.
I always felt so cheated when I would hit the bottom of
Yeah.
the bag of Halloween candy and there's like 12 of those in there. What are you going to do with them?
I hate when dentists are like, bring your candy to the dentist place. No, but the sugar daddies, yes. Those you should drop off and leave there.
Although I think that name for a candy might not work anymore.
No, yeah, we were talking during the break that might have to be changed
Right.
these days. Next up is Skylar. Now, and we have an updated version as well. Skylar was the one that went all barbershop quartet on us.
Tahoe Blue Vodka tastes better.
Yeah, I don't need that thing at the end there. That should be my voice. You know, these people that are trying to take my job.
Yeah.
Well, and is there fizziness?
Oh, this was your
Yeah.
pet peeve about this. That's right. But is the very beginning.
Tahoe Blue.
Oh, no.
Tahoe Blue Vodka tastes better.
There are other ones that do have the fizzy sound effect, but
Yeah.
this one I don't like it because it's just glass. It's just ice falling into a glass.
right.
There's no liquid.
There's
It's an empty glass.
The pouring.
Well, and it sounds like you're appealing to just somebody who's 90. Like you're going to the nursing home to serve them vodka.
This goes to, I think, the third part of our judging, the mass appeal part of it.
Right.
It is very focused.
Too focused.
We could create a commercial where it would make sense, but it would be a one-off kind of thing, depending on what the imagery would be.
So original, yes. Creative, yes. I never thought I would hear a barbershop quartet spot come in, but yeah, general mass appeal, usability in a commercial. Yeah.
He did update it. He went even more barbershop-y.
Okay.
Tahoe Blue Vodka tastes better.
It's better. It's still the problem that you brought up, but it's a lot. It's just a better version.
Tahoe Blue Vodka tastes better.
And I do think the process of tossing the rocks in the glass and then is accelerated in there. It's like time lapse.
Tahoe Blue Vodka tastes better.
And you're not really telling a good story with the audio there. You're dropping the ice and you're going, but there's no liquid to be pleased by. You know, you're not drinking it.
You know who would love this? Men who are like 60 and older at hot August nights with their old cars. That's what it reminds me of. I can't do that.
It's too specific. That's true.
It's too old.
We've had a few submissions from Ariana as well.
Tahoe Blue Vodka, it's so smooth. Tahoe Blue tastes better with you. Your celebration needs Tahoe Blue. Tahoe Blue Vodka, it's so smooth.
Echo.
I didn't do it. That was the first one.
She's got a great voice.
She got a great voice. I think Brandon
incredible voice.
keyed in on that the first time because she sent in others where she said, well, maybe I can do better.
Tahoe Blue Vodka, it's so smooth. Tahoe Blue tastes better with you. Your celebration needs Tahoe Blue.
Is she blinking for help? Is she in a chamber being held captive?
I do really like her nail polish.
And then this
Tahoe Blue Vodka, it's so smooth. Tahoe Blue tastes better with you. Your celebration needs Tahoe Blue.
that one's supposed to be improved
Is
sound
that
quality.
just the sound she's going for, Brandon?
Yeah,
Because it sounds like she's in a chamber.
Yeah.
But she's going for that.
it's like she just discovered the reverb function. Yeah,
in her shower.
Yes.
I really like her nail polish.
We got this from Taylor. Says, I have to say that I absolutely love the old-timey style jingles and stingers, especially from, she saw, was it Carolina? Is that the right name? I wasn't a huge fan of the fourth one. I feel like the trumpets overwhelmed the vocals. The rest have been stuck in my head ever since I've ever heard them. See, that's the problem, to Kyle's point. A lot of these are stuck in a lot of people's heads. I mean, we've only played each one of them like a half dozen times or so. But they do. A lot of them are so catchy. And they get who was the tuba one, Brandon? Do you remember off the top of your head who that was?
We just played it.
That's the girl who has like the Tahoe Blue Vodka tastes better.
Yes. Came
Yeah.
after
Clarissa.
Clarissa.
So that's Clarissa's newest one.
Yes.
Great impression.
All right. Because I got a few emails. Because Kyle wrote in and said the tuba at the end of her jingle just made me spit out my water all over the windshield. Debbie says, stop. I'm trying to do my mascara. The tuba is killing me.
I just picture some poor little boy with his ice cream cone falling apart right at that.
That's the sound effect for dropping your ice cream.
Then we have the one that has gotten, I think, the most attention from Adam, who wrote in and said, I just wanted to say how honored and happy I am that my song has had such a positive response. Music is my catharsis when I'm not grinding away in medical school. For this song, I really wanted to capture the essence of fun with Tahoe Blue Vodka.
Tahoe Blue Vodka, tastes better. Tahoe Blue Vodka, tastes better. Tahoe Blue Vodka, tastes better. Tahoe Blue Vodka. Tahoe Blue Vodka, tastes better. Tahoe Blue Vodka, tastes better. Tahoe Blue, we drink together. Tahoe Blue Vodka, tastes better. Together.
We were talking a little bit after one of those plays about how he put that together. He included in his email, I made this jingle first by producing a fun instrumental, kept playing it on repeat until a catchy melody came to my mind, and then I recorded it. I went through several melodies before one really clicked for me. Just some advice that I think might help others moving forward. P.S. Queenie,
Yes.
girl, can we go out for Halloween? My best club friend just left Sacramento, and I have nobody to glitter bomb with.
I meant to ask you this, Rob. If I communicate with Adam, does that take him out of the ruling of winning? Because I would like to message him back because he said something very nice to me on Instagram, but I don't want to risk him not being able to win.
No, because he's not associated with the show, the company.
And I'm not judging. I'm not one of
Right.
the judges, as was outlined earlier.
Exactly.
I love that he has, like, he's in medical school, so he has that part of his brain and then this creative part of his brain. Like, that's amazing. That one is so fun. It makes you want to drink and party.
Right.
For sure.
So that jingle makes me think Ultra Lounge and makes me want to go spend $450 on a bottle of Tahoe Blue I just sold in for $15 the day before.
No, it fully is so stylized and it's current, but it also feels kind of on the cutting edge of something.
It's
like
great.
this is very clearly made by someone who is like in tune with what's happening right now. This is the person who hangs out at clubs. This is the person who gets what's current or cool, rather. I think he totally understands what he's doing.
Now, the one we listened to first was constantly stuck in my head this morning, but this one is always stuck in my head. If I'm thinking about the jingles, this is the first one that pops up every time.
Let me read this one from Heather. To that point, she says, I had a bunch of little dreams last night. It was one of those times where one weird dream blurs into another weird dream. However, all of those dreams had music in the background. It was Adam's Tahoe Blue jingle entry going over and over and over in the background of every dream. And I remember half consciously thinking, what the hell? And how do I turn this off? I love the jingle and I love hearing the Tahoe Blue jingle segments. Love the show.
Tahoe Blue Vodka, big better. Tahoe Blue Vodka, big better. Tahoe Blue Vodka, tastes better. Tahoe Blue Vodka. Tahoe Blue Vodka, tastes better. Tahoe Blue Vodka, tastes better. Tahoe Blue, we drink together. Tahoe Blue Vodka, tastes better. Together.
Yeah, I really, I feel like this is the only one where if you heard it at first, you go, oh, what song is that? Before you realize that it was a jingle. It was like a song for something. And I also like that he did the thing that I wish more of our applicants would have done. He used the slogan and just the slogan. He didn't add his own slogans. He didn't put in miles of lyrics. He just put in the pertinent information. Tahoe Blue Vodka, it tastes better. Bam.
I'm just impressed that it literally sounds like this is what this person does for a living and has been doing this for a living for a long time.
It's been stuck in my head since you played it the first time. Even the whispering part.
Yeah.
Blue Vodka.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that he gave a little glimpse and insight into his process, that they put a lot of thought into the music portion of it before he even put together the melody.
If we go through each of the 4 categories for judging, where does this guy, let's do our initial where he ranks, because he seems to be the front runner for so many people.
This would be a great time for us to get used to the judging process here, right? So we said originality, creativity, brand message delivery, and general appeal on a 10 scale. So a perfect score would be 120. 40.
40. Yeah.
Right.
I think
He hits them all.
I mean,
He hits every single one.
you know, when we really get down to it, you know, there might be one, maybe one of them's only an 8, but I don't know. I mean, it's way up there.
The only possible loss of points, one could argue in general appeal, might be that if we were trying to advertise to an older demographic, kind of the opposite of the Barbershop Quartet. Right? But that's not
But
really
I'm
what this is
52,
for.
and I think it's so fun.
Right. No, I mean much older.
Well, much older. Much older than that? Whoa.
Like the crowd on the street for the Who concert downtown last night.
Well, is this only in radio where you stop marketing to someone after they turn 65? Is that just radio?
No, just after they stop drinking.
Yeah.
Right. Gotcha.
I love that.
Well, I feel like it's the youth is more the tastemakers and the people who care to. I think of like somebody who adapts and changes with pop culture as it goes on. I feel like those are more indicative of looking towards the youth for what they may have to offer as far as new ideas or fresh eyes on culture or music. So I feel like it'd be easier to get older people to like something that sounds younger than it would be to get younger people to like something that sounds older. Does that make sense?
100%. Oh
Agreed.
my god.
We got a new submission from a guy named David who I think he didn't say anything. I think he was inspired either by Adam or about our comments about Adam, given the direction that he took, which is coming up in mere seconds.
Tahoe Blue Vodka tastes better.
I mean,
It sounds like a workout video, honestly. Like you're in there and you're judging, you're getting pumped up, and this is the last thing I want to do when I'm drinking vodka is go work out.
I'm not only drinking Tahoe Blue Vodka, I've taken a few mollies. I mean, like
glow sticks.
shrooms, something. I mean, that is like, holy cow.
This sounds like a really bad drug trip. Trying to do karaoke.
Yeah.
It's not good.
No. Oh.
Tahoe Blue tastes better. 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 Tahoe Blue vodka tastes better.
That's the other problem is when something feels long. Think about a movie, right? You've seen 3-hour movies that went by like that. You're like, how did I? But other times you see an hour and a half movie and you feel like you're in there. This song goes on forever, even though the exact same amount of time as Adam's song.
If you're trying to scare people away and make people put the drink down, then you're doing a great job with this.
So this sounds like that "I'm Too Sexy" song, just sped up a little too much too. So there might be a little bit of musical elements that might have been stolen and just sped up too.
I was thinking it reminds me of something, and I could not put my finger on what. And maybe it is Right Said Fred. I'm Too Sexy.
I think Kyle nailed it between Right Said Fred and some type of workout video or some type of pump up the jam to get you working out type thing. You not a fan of Matt?
No. The workout videos, not so much. I go to Map.
Oh.
It went on forever, and you wanted it to stop immediately.
But, as Brandon might say, great job putting yourself out there, and awesome nail polish.
Yeah, I mean, thank you.
We got an email here from Greg, says with the announcement of Brandon and Rob being two of the judges, that immediately eliminates 99% of what we've heard so far. Now Brianna says, now that Rob and Brandon are two of the judges, can we all collectively agree that the Boom Boom farmer guy gets it?
Tahoe Blue tastes better. Boom, boom, boom. Tahoe Blue tastes better. Tahoe Blue tastes better.
Wait for it.
I used to hate that old clear liquor. I took my first sip and I never felt sicker. And then one day I stumbled upon the blue. It does 72 miles worth of good for you. Tahoe Blue tastes better. Boom, boom, boom. Tahoe Blue tastes better. Tahoe Blue tastes better.
Yeah. Now, this would be good for the rodeo,
Absolutely.
right? Or a hoedown type of event that Tahoe Blue would sponsor.
I love this guy.
Right. We both really appreciate it. I don't think it's in the running at all to be a jingle.
It's one of those you're not going to use, but we all like.
We got another one from Greg that says, hey, Matt, I really appreciate your vodka. In fact, I had about a quarter bottle of other lesser quality vodka and thought I would just have a couple drinks to get rid of it. But after one sip of that swill, I tossed the drink and dumped out the rest of the other bottle and made myself a drink that tasted better because it was made with Tahoe Blue Vodka. Thank you for all your hard work to make such a great product.
Oh, that's nice.
No, and yet you do get spoiled on the lack of burn, and then when you try and drink somebody else's stuff, it's just, it doesn't work.
Nope.
It ruins you.
So when you took a sip of the other one, you had never been sicker, and then you stumbled across the old Tahoe Blue. Is that what happened?
Right.
Boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom.
Yeah. I think you generally don't want that message in your commercial, just because there might be some confusion. Like, wait, did they just say I drank Tahoe Blue and I've never been sicker in a Tahoe Blue commercial?
And speaking of that, speaking of mentioning other liquors, we were all a little confused by one of Eric's. Creative that he told your story in the beginning, but we all keyed in on, why are you mentioning gin in a vodka commercial?
Gin and juice.
I think I know why.
Oh.
Because the piano tie-in is Dr. Dre, right?
Right.
Still
Yeah.
Dre, so gin and juice.
Right,
Connect
right.
the dots, right?
But when we do our judging, he's getting
Yeah,
a
right,
zero
yeah, right.
for
You don't
for
want
the
to think of something
for the-
else
for the gin. But now his other one.
It's kind of alienating, to be totally honest. Like, it's cold. And I also feel, just to mention what Matt had brought up with Adams about the worry about, okay, but does it reach that older demographic?
Exactly.
This one definitely doesn't.
Does
This one
not.
actually, like, it not only is something that wouldn't necessarily appeal, I feel like it would put someone off.
Yep.
It makes them roll their windows up in their car when you pull up next to them playing.
They have way more chance of embracing Adams than they ever would this one.
But it's good.
It's amazing.
It's a pretty good spot. It's a little long, too.
Not
Probably
mass
a little bit
appeal.
longer than it needed
Right.
to be. Mass appeal challenge for sure.
So we got a couple more emails here. Adriana says your reactions on the show are just priceless, and Dawn, your comments about the jingles are just the best. Kimberly says, "OMG, I'm watching RADTV, and Matt's face during some of these jingles is hilarious." We've heard mostly songs, but there are other things like stingers, and up until today, the one that I thought was the best, if you were going to go like 55 seconds of me talking and you're just going to punch it with something about Tahoe Blue, I thought Chris had sent in the best one.
Cause Tahoe Blue Vodka, it just tastes better.
That's just good, if that's what you're looking for, ultimately. If you just want a spot where I'm doing everything and you get to the end and we punch the ending with TahoeBlueVodka.com.
Cause Tahoe Blue Vodka, it just tastes better.
What about the part where he goes, it just tastes better? Is the it just like in there? Should that be taken out?
We talked about this at Happy Hour last night, too. How picky are you?
The message, the overall feeling of the spot should be Tahoe Blue tastes better. Better yet, pun intended, even better if we use the slogan, but not necessary. I mean, I think there's ways you can get there. Now, what we've got here is they needed an extra syllable, right?
Yeah.
So they added it just tastes better. So it's actually kind of a new slogan, which doesn't really work for us. I don't think you have to hard use the existing Tahoe Blue tastes better in that order, but we're not looking for a new slogan.
But if he went back and used the same quality and found a way to not insert the extra new slogan, now this is a stinger that we might consider.
That you could use.
We also got one from this is a new one from Peter, who went the same direction.
Tahoe Blue tastes better.
It's a stinger. That's what I meant by the same direction. I wasn't insinuating it's in any way the same level of quality there.
Tahoe Blue tastes better.
Is that a cringe face?
I think you meant to say stinker.
Yeah,
It's not stinger.
If it's a stinger, it's just doing it to the inside of my ears. I don't like these ones that there's nothing going on except for like 3 guitar chords.
Jesus, what are you thinking? oh my God. No, that's bad.
Tahoe Blue tastes better.
Thank you so much, but
Yes.
no.
It's lazy.
I mean, I'm
yourself
not a
out
judge, but I say no.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. Here's another attempt at a stinger by Trevor.
Tahoe Blue tastes better.
Yeah.
Tahoe Blue tastes better.
Oh, he's mad about that.
Okay, it's 1998, and I'm watching Cartoon Network, and the coolest remote-controlled race car commercial just came on.
Yeah. I like that.
Tahoe Blue tastes better.
Tech decks.
Batteries sold separately.
Yeah.
One of the things you mentioned last night, Matt, was whether or not people are how much we want them to repeat the same words over and over again, how much you want them to add in new words. This is a new submission we got from Jennifer.
Tahoe Blue Vodka tastes better. Tahoe Blue Vodka tastes better. Tahoe Blue Vodka tastes better. 'Cause it's better. It tastes better. Tahoe Blue Vodka. Yeah, it's better. Tahoe Blue Vodka. It tastes better. Tahoe Blue Vodka tastes better. 'Cause it's better. It tastes better.
Is that more what you're looking for in terms of word repetition there?
There's definitely no failure to deliver the message.
Dude, this is fully like Sunday school teacher singing to the class.
I think she started it and then wasn't sure if she actually started. She's like, oh no, I forgot if I was singing. Oh, I need to do it again.
No, I picture a hypnotist with their necklace. Tahoe, like over and over again.
This isn't open mic night at the coffee shop.
Tahoe Blue Vodka tastes better. Tahoe Blue Vodka tastes better. Tahoe Blue Vodka tastes better. 'Cause it's better. It tastes better.
Oh, I like that. It tastes better because it's better.
Yeah.
You see what she did
She's
there?
really trying to convince us.
Yeah, and if she filled in her full 30 seconds with that.
I'd like to see the replay of my reaction to that, because at the beginning, the first 5 or 10 seconds, I was thinking, wow, this is really good. But at like 15, 20, 25, it just kept looping. I think my face fell.
Oh, sorry. I really think her guitar work is actually really good. When I listen to it, it reminds me of tropical beachy vibes a little bit. Like it puts me in a relaxed mood.
I think it's the fabric of our lives.
Her voice is really good.
What is that reference? It sounds so familiar.
Oh, it's from these commercials they do for cotton. It's like the cotton brand. I forget what it is, but essentially, like they sit there and they have different musicians like recreate that, and it's like cotton, fabric of our lives, but it's always that, and most of the time it's like some indie girl, some Zooey Deschanel bitch with bangs.
Yeah, and I am pro woman, go girl, but we do teeter on Summer's Eve sometimes with our presentation.
Yeah, she sounds very fresh.
There's a couple more new ones that I just want to squeeze in here. We'll all be hearing these for the first time. This one is from Aaron.
Going to Tahoe to get blue vodka. Going to Tahoe, yeah, Tahoe blue vodka. Going to Tahoe to get blue vodka.
That's incorrect.
'Cause it just tastes better.
You could go to Nevada.
Yeah.
I mean, like not Tahoe, Nevada.
Tahoe Blue Vodka is available in a lot more places than just Tahoe.
I mean,
you don't have to
that's-
go just to
yeah.
Tahoe to get it.
That's misleading.
The
Someone thinks they can only go to Tahoe to get Tahoe Blue Vodka.
The
No,
message
no,
is
no, to
completely
get
off.
blue vodka.
To get
That's it, blue vodka. That's right.
The only place I'm going after hearing that is off a cliff.
Yeah, that
Oh,
one.
man.
That one missed the mark in almost every way.
Yeah.
And then there's this one from Ken.
Ladies and gentlemen, the results are in and unanimous. The spirits have spoken. Tahoe Blue Vodka tastes better. Try it for yourself and see what all the spirits are boasting about.
Jesus.
Spirits.
Or boasting?
Where? I have an issue with the audio quality on some of these.
There was a drum roll at the end. Where's the big finish?
Sounded like a snake hiss.
Yeah, I again, the dawn in me wants to believe this guy just wanted to get on by being really, really bad.
I hope so.
A lot of people like Christina have written in saying, I love, love, love Adam's jingle. When I hear it, I think it's familiar because it already sounds like a commercial. What a great job.
Tahoe Blue Vodka, big better. Tahoe Blue Vodka, big better. Tahoe Blue Vodka tastes better. Tahoe Blue Vodka. Tahoe Blue Vodka tastes better. Tahoe Blue Vodka tastes better. Tahoe Blue, we drink together. Tahoe Blue Vodka tastes better. Together.
That is going to be hard to beat.
Yeah.
Now, an observation that came in early, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And we were expecting them to get better as time went on because people have more time to
Yeah.
work on. But that's going to be hard to beat.
There was one that came before that one that was my fave until that one came, and then it's like that's just taken over. This is taken over.
No, again, it was another version of This Makes Me Want to Go Out.
Night on the couch or a night on the town. The choice is up to
It was the
you.
one where,
This
yeah.
Tahoe.
That's one.
Now I
from
don't even like
Kevin.
it as much as
No.
the other. The Adams's, yeah.
And that's what we're wondering is are there people who are biding their time, who are taking their time, because you got till November 18th to get these things in, listening, maybe waiting for you, Matt, to come on, and now really going to redouble their efforts and get in, and maybe we're going to get blown away by something.
Now, I love Adam's jingle, but I'm starting to get, there's a little thing that's grating on me. And there's a phrasing in the middle of it where he's trying to say tastes better, but you can't hear the S in taste. He almost says tastes better. And that could just be one of those things that I'm just hearing that could be looked over. Maybe he wants to redo it. I don't know. But I'm just looking for like the little kind of nitpicky things at this point.
Well, I mean, it's for $1,000, and it might actually become a commercial for one of our most important advertisers.
It is, but sometimes nitpicky things the average person is not going to notice.
No, but if Brandon's right, we would have to fix that. You can't have him not saying tastes in the in the jingle.
Tastes better.
Yeah, tastes.
I missed it completely. Did
Me
you,
too.
Did you catch it?
Yeah. No, but
Tahoe Blue Vodka, big better. Tahoe Blue Vodka, big better. Tahoe Blue Vodka tastes better.
Actually, the first two sound like Tate.
And then
it gets
right,
better.
And then he
Right
does
when
it.
it drops, he does it again.
That's
and
it.
it's
That's easy to fix.
Yeah, of course.
He finally got an S in there. Like it wasn't consistent.
Right, the first two were
The
Tates.
first two, I'm like, oh wow, yeah, I didn't even notice that. That's Brandon's ear, but then he got the S.
All right, so everything's at radradio.com, including the official rules, how you can enter. It's $1,000. You got till November 18th. Anything else you want to add, Matt?
I think we covered it all.
And
120 points.
We're getting all these emails from these gorgeous blue bottles that are showing up everywhere as people see them. By the way, a lot of people have written in wondering why I don't have a signed Tahoe Blue Vodka bottle from you. It seems
you don't have one?
Yeah, it seems like that should be on my liquor cabinet case.
I'll sign a bottle for
What do you think? I
Rob.
just carry around bottles? Do you have some vodka in your car that you can? All right. Thank you for being here. All the details are at radradio.com.